So do you reckon he'll make it permanent?
I don't know, it's only for a couple of days. It's a start, isn't it?
Ricky, you're not still going to sign on, are you?
Well, for a bit, yeah.
Oh, love, be careful.
Pat, we need the money.
Tell me about it.
All right, I better go and find Phil. I'll see you later, eh?
All right, darling. Well,
Phil said he might have a couple of days' work for me next week.
oh, that's good.
Yeah, I ain't regular, but it's better than nothing, isn't it?
Janine, have you washed your hands?
You've asked me that twice already.
Yeah, perhaps if you'd done it the first time.
And it's kitchen, Anne.
Janine!
All right.
Should get about 50 quid for this week.
Oh, that is good, Ricky. Where will you get that for us, love? Time. You done it?
Yep.
Sit down then, it's ready. Good job.
Pat?
Yeah?
Hi, Pat. Hi.
So, how long are you staying?
A few days.
You should have phoned us, love. We'd have met you at the station.
Bad enough for a cab.
Janine, go upstairs and put your pajamas on here.
Oh.
Janine, please.
Come on, Janine.
I'll see you in a minute. Oh. Oh. No. Well?
Well, what?
You still haven't asked me why I'm here.
You don't need a reason, love.
I've seen Dad. I've never seen him like that before. He looked like an old man.
What did he say? Did he say he was coming back?
He wanted to see the baby. Didn't you see what was happening to him?
Me?
You must have noticed the state he was in.
We were both in a state. There was a lot going on here.
He looked so old. When he left, he stood outside and said goodbye. But it was the way he said it. It was like I was never going to see him again.
So he sent you, did he?
He told me to tell you he was all right. And that he was sorry.
Is that it? He's sorry?
He wasn't in a fit state to say much else. So what was it, this place?
This place was Frank's idea. Everything was always Frank's idea.
But you didn't try and stop him, though.
When was the last time anybody tried to stop your father doing anything?
He was shattered. He'd had the life kicked out of him. You must have seen what was happening.
I could see he was worried, yes.
Worried! He sat in my apartment and cried like a baby. Don't tell me you didn't notice anything, but there was nothing you could do.
You know what your father's like. He keeps everything to himself.
You should have helped him.
I tried.
What's going on?
Your father's been to see her.
Dad, what did he say? Did he say when he was coming back?
No, not exactly.
Well, what then?
He just called in to see Jacques.
He must have said something.
Look, it's been a long day. All I really want to do is have a hot bath and an early night.
Help yourself, love. There's plenty of hot water.
Thanks.
I can't blame Pat. It's not her fault.
Isn't it?
It ain't been easy for her, you know. You know what Dad's like.
You didn't see him, Ricky. It was like talking to somebody else, a stranger.
Yeah, so you keep saying. But it still ain't fair to blame Pat. I mean, you don't know what it's like. You weren't here.
Oh, I can guess. She wanted more and more, and Dad had to go and find the money to pay for it.
No, it wasn't like that. I mean, Dad got this place without even telling Pat. When things started to go wrong, she went out and cleaning, you know, to help him out.
Dad always coped. What happened? How did he get like that?
I don't know. It just happened all of a sudden. It just gave up. Pat did all she could.
I'm really frightened for him, Ricky.
Didn't he say anything about, you know, where he might go?
Bryce, you go up and see her.
Okay.
Put the kettle on.
Speak to you later.
Ricky tells me I owe you an apology.
You care about your father. There's no need to apologise about that.
I jumped to conclusions. I shouldn't. I'm sorry.
Let's forget it, shall we?
So what are you going to do now?
Carry on, I suppose. Not much else I can do.
How are you managing?
Okay. It's no good pretending it's easy, but I'm all right.
Do you miss him? She's fast asleep.
Tyler.
How's she been?
Poor little mite, her I feel sorry for most.
What have you told her?
Her father's away on business. There's not much else I can tell her, is there?
I suppose not.
Still, she was pleased to see you.
Yeah.
One thing I haven't asked you about your dad.
Well,
Did he say anything about me?
like I said, I told you not to worry.
Yeah, but that was for all of us, wasn't it? Didn't he say anything for me?
Like what?
I don't know. Something to let me know what to do. Do I just sit here? Do I go out and look for him? What?
I don't know.
So he didn't give you a message for me?
No. I'm sorry, Pat.
So am I, love. So am I.
Pat. Pat,
Tyler.
you okay? I'm sorry. Ask a silly question, right?
I can't stop thinking about it. Your father turning up like that and then just pushing off. And all he had to say for himself was sorry. You sure there was nothing else, Diane? No message, nothing?
No, I'm sorry.
I just don't get it. All this hanging around, waiting to hear, and now we have it. It's like a slap in the face. It's like he doesn't care anymore.
That's not true, Pat. Of course he cares.
Well, he's got a very funny way of showing it.
Mum?
In here, David.
Hi, Mum. Oh, hi. You must be Diane, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Well, don't look so surprised. I see you every day, don't I? Yeah, you haven't changed a bit.
Yeah, I see.
I'm David. David Wicks.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh, no.
It's all right, love. I'll go. I want to get to bed anyway. I'm worn out.
Mum, are you okay?
Yeah, fine. Don't worry.
Good night, then.
No.
So what brings you back to Albert Square? It's been so hard for her, Diane. All the mess your dad left behind, the car lot, the debts.
I know.
And then there's Janine. I mean, I know she's your sister, but you've got to admit she ain't the easiest kid in the world, is she? Mum's been fantastic with her.
I know she's been great. I realise that now.
What do you mean now?
Well, I mean, when I saw Dad, when he first came over, he was in such a state.
Oh, well, I hardly think he'd be laughing all over his face. Not after what he's done.
Done? What exactly is it he's done?
Oh, don't make me laugh. You haven't got a clue, have you? You've got no idea what it was like for her, him walking out like that without so much as a word, leaving her the coat with all this crap.
Look! You've got to remember this is my father we're talking about. I know how you must be feeling about him right now. But for me, he's not all bad. He can't be. He's my dad. There must be some reason there must be some reason he did what he did.
Like my mother, you mean? Like he just couldn't stand her anymore, like she drove him out.
No! It's not as simple as that. I don't know what I mean. I don't even know what I'm doing here anymore.
Nah, neither do I. Believe me.
I'll tell you one thing. Pat's got great support with you lot. Dad's got no one. No one at all.
That's his choice, sweetheart, not ours. What's going on? You all right? Come here.
Diane? Oh, it's great to see you. You all right?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Look, come and sit down. Natalie, if I should have a cup of coffee, will you?
Yeah, sure.
I'm sorry, Kath. Don't worry about it. It was my own fault. I never should have gone. What do you mean? I went to the car look. Oh, I don't know why. I just had to go and look.
Oh, dear.
It's so pathetic, Kath. So empty.
I know, it's awful. Thanks, love.
Thanks. I mean, it's just so stupid. It's only a building. Oh, not even that, just a blank space. I can't believe it ever had anything to do with Dad.
Natalie?
Yeah?
Well, I said you could work all day. I meant work. Not hang about earwigging people's conversations.
Oh, well, excuse me. I'm only clearing the table.
Sorry about that.
What a chink.
What's that?
Well, he didn't say anything about who she was, what she was doing there.
Michelle.
Sorry, hello, Diane. I didn't see
Problems?
that. Yeah, you could say that. He was as cool as anything. He'd have been on the phone for half an hour if I'd let him.
So what's happening? He coming round or what?
Oh, that's another thing. I ask him round to dinner, he says he's going out. So he says, what about lunchtime instead?
So?
Well, so that means I've got to run around and get a meal ready in 2 minutes flat. Why do I do it? Why didn't I just give him a mouthful and put the phone down? I mean, I must have a screw loose.
What I can't work out is what she's doing here. How do you mean? Right, so Frank's in a state, goes to see her in France. She puts it over here, shouting the odds.
Well, why not? I mean, she was upset. She's our family. She's got to speak to someone, hasn't she?
Yeah, but what about? I mean, what's she actually said, eh? Nothing. All she's managed to do is upset everyone, particularly my mum. What are you trying to do with that kid?
I don't know. I don't know anything about babies.
Give him here. There you go. I think he's hungry, that's all.
You can't give him those. You'll choke him.
Don't be daft. You'd love some, wouldn't you, Jack? Look, look. Ooh, I bet you don't get these up in France.
You couldn't care less about Dad, could you? I mean, you'd be happy if he never come back.
It's not that simple, mate. I just want what's best for my mum, right? I want her to lay his ghost. Do you understand what I mean? And if Diane's got something to say, we should hurry up and say it. Then maybe she could have some peace of mind.
What gets me is he must have been so lonely. All those months with the business going wrong, he never told anyone. I mean, did you know how bad things were for him?
No, not really. We did have a bit of a run-in over a dug car that he sold me. He was very wound up, but then again, so was I. I do miss him, you know, we all do.
On it?
Look, I really better be going.
Yeah, so should I. Michelle, is it true that Kathy and Phil are an item now?
Oh, yeah.
Can I have extension 236, please?
No, they get on really well. I don't know why they didn't get together ages ago.
They're business partners as well.
Yeah.
Brought Dad out when he was rock bottom, isn't that right?
Hi, John.
Poor Dad, eh? Couldn't win, could he? I just like coming in this place. Bits of cars all over the place. Old tyres. I still like the smell. Sort of dirty, hot and oily. Never felt that way about my dad's place. I thought it was really something, mind. Dead glamorous. Those sparkling cars and the bunting and that. It used to look like a fairground. I went there this morning. Looks terrible. There's nothing left. Just an old wreck. And there's this place. Just the same as it always was. Doesn't seem right somehow, does it?
No. No one said life was fair, did they?
Say that again. I mean, look at you. You've got your own business, your own place. You've got Kathy. Life's pretty good for you right now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Your dad. He's got no money, no home, no self-respect, nothing.
I'm sorry.
Is that all you can say?
Well, what else am I supposed to say, eh?
Try telling me about the fire. What made you do it?
Look, Diane, I know this might be hard for you to understand, but you weren't around. You didn't see what was happening to your dad, what he was up against. He had the cab company folding. He had mortgage problems, tax problems. He had debts all over the place. He wasn't just desperate. He was at the end of the line.
So you wade in and persuade him to wipe out the one asset he's got left?
What?
I mean, of all the stupid crackpot ideas.
Tell me about it.
I mean, everyone knows fires don't work. The insurance never pays out. And yet he went along with it. My poor, desperate, stupid old dad went along with it. Somebody died, Phil. Doesn't that mean anything to you?
Of course it does. I ain't stopped thinking about it. It's at the back of my mind like some sort of nightmare.
So how much were you supposed to get out of it?
You what?
Your cut, your share.
What are you talking about?
You'd got the flat, you'd got the cafe. I mean, how much were you supposed to be cleaning up this time? 20%, 30%? Why couldn't you just leave him alone?
Diane, I know how much your dad means to you. And I know what you want me to say, but I can't. I didn't make Frank do anything. I fired the car lot because he asked me to. I didn't do it for money, not even for friendship. I wish I had done, because I'd feel a lot better about it right now.
What do you mean?
I did it because he was desperate. I did it because I owed him one. And that's all.
You done off all right?
No, not yet. It's got terrible wind. Still, Janine's up there rubbing his back. She's great with him.
I expect he's homesick, poor little beggar. Wants to get back to his own bed. So how long are you planning to stay then, Diane?
David?
Is it just a short visit, or are you planning something more long-term?
She can stay as long as she likes, all right?
Only, well, don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to get rid of you or anything. It's great having you here, I love it. It's just my mum I'm worried about. I wondered how much more of this she can take.
Leave her alone, will you? Pat's all right.
Oh, really? What would you know about it? You butchers. You make me sick. Sponging off her all the time, bleeding her dry.
What are you on about?
And now you're here, winding her up. What do you want from her, eh? What are you really doing here?
I don't know what you mean.
Oh, get out of it. You never come all this way just to have a cup of tea with us, did you? No. There's something you're hanging on to. Something about your dad.
What?
And I want to know what it is.
Look, this is our dad. Our family's got nothing to do with you, all right?
Your family? Don't give me that. Do you know what your family's done to my mum? You've practically finished her off between you. Now, come on, tell me. Why did Frank go and see you in France?
Oh, for Pete's sake.
Shut up! Come on. What was he really after?
Oh, you shut up. Look, Diane, you ain't got to tell him anything, all right?
Yes, I do.
He couldn't care less about Dad.
It doesn't matter. We're all in this together. I'll tell you. Dad did it. He set fire to the car lot. Him and Phil Mitchell.
Hello. Is there a cup of tea going? I'm gasping. Oh, it's better.
You had a bad day, Mum?
When's it ever anything else?
Well, you look pretty cheerful on it. What's happened?
Nothing. Not yet, anyway.
Well, what do you mean?
Well, I've been thinking about what you said all day, and I was pretty down about it, really.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's not your fault, love. It's that father of yours. I'll never make him out. Still, he never said life was going to be easy, did he? And then I remembered something.
What?
Next Thursday.
What about it?
5 years ago next Thursday, we was married.
Oh, Mum.
Well, don't get me wrong. I'm not expecting him to turn up or anything like that. I'm not that daft. But he'll get in touch. I'll lay money on it. Because you know what? He never missed it. Not once. Right, I'm off a bit. Come on, love.
You work far too hard. Do you know that, Mum?
Tell me something I don't know.
Pat,
Oh.
you know Diane and Jack?
Yes, love.
Well, why have they come over? Is it because Dad's coming back?
I don't know, love. Maybe. Let's hope so, eh? Come on.
We're going to have to tell her.
We can't.
Oh, can't we? You just watch.
Look, there's one thing Pat's got is believing he'll come home one day. If she loses that, she loses everything.
No, mate. She'll have one thing left.
What do you mean?
A bit of dignity for a start. Oh, look at her, Ricky. She's running around like an headless chicken, paying off Frank's debts, keeping Frank's family together. All of it just for Frank.
Yeah, I know. She's been brilliant.
She's an idiot. Keeping the flag flying, keeping the home fires burning, all for the day that Frank comes home. Only he's not coming home, is he?
You don't know that.
Oh, do me a favour.
I know it must be hard for you to take on board. But he loved her. And he still does.
Look, love, he fired the car lot, didn't he? He's not coming home. Not this week, not next week, not ever. Not unless he wants to walk straight into the nick. And she's got a right to know that. Maybe then she could start getting on with the rest of her life. Morning.
Oh, yeah, Natalie.
Yeah, all right, I'm coming.
All right, Phil.
Oh, Phil, hang on a minute. I've got some fresh rolls to show you. Can you take them over?
Yeah, of course.
Right. How's Diane then? She's still around?
Yeah.
So, how long's she staying for?
I ain't got a clue. She's got one or two things she wants to sort out before she goes back, so I gather. One or two, problems.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, she's got this funny idea about the car lot.
What do you mean?
Yeah, like, who was playing about with the matches, how, why, that sort of thing.
You're kidding?
No. Mind you, I don't go along with it. I mean, she's a great kid, but I think she's a bit over the top in the imagination department, do you know what I mean?
Sorry. Don't worry about it. So who is it then?
She ain't gonna tell me, is she? Still, I wouldn't like to be in his shoes, whoever he is. Because there's one thing for certain. She ain't about to let it drop.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
And then the next thing you know, some poor bloke's down the neck helping the police with their inquiries. You know what I mean?
If he even thinks about telling her,
He wouldn't. He saw the sense of it in the end. He said so himself.
then you believed him.
You really don't like him, do you?
Well, he doesn't bother me. It's just the way he is with Pat, all charm and smiles when he wants something. He walks all over the rest of the time. Slimy git.
Oh, come off it. He's her son. He can't be that bad.
Want to bet?
I can sort of understand, though, how he feels about Dad.
You what?
Well, putting up with him. I'd have gone up the wall. I'd have probably killed him. Only she didn't. All she wants is to have him back.
What are you trying to say?
I'm not sure exactly, but... Well, maybe David's got a point. Maybe Pat's better off seeing him like everybody else does. This pathetic old clown who mucked up his whole life. And everybody else's.
She brought Jack with you.
Yeah, I'm sorry. He's a bit tired, you know, too much excitement.
You have to bring him round before you go back.
Yeah, of course.
Tell you what, why not make it after school, you know, because I know Martin would love to see him. He loves babies.
Bet he's grown, hasn't he? And Vicky.
Oh, grown. I tell you, you'd hardly recognise him.
I wish Mark had been here. I'd have loved to have seen him.
Yeah, he'll be sorry he's missed you.
It's funny, really, but... with Mark, I could always say whatever I liked, no matter how stupid it sounded.
Yeah, he's a good listener. And whatever you tell him, well, you know it's not going to go any further.
Yeah. Really miss him.
Well, if there's anything you want to talk about... I know it's not the same as with Mark, but I'll do my best.
Oh, God.
Come on, it's all right, love.
I'm sorry.
Oh, come on, if you want to have a good cry, you do.
I just wish I'd stayed at home. I should have just stayed there and kept my big mouth shut.
No, it's wonderful for Pat to know that your dad's all right.
Oh, I'm not so sure. She keeps thinking he's going to get in touch any minute now.
Maybe he will.
You don't know the half of it, Paulie. Everything okay?
Yeah, fine. Look, I'll take her and make you a nice cup of tea.
Oh, so you haven't sold anything then?
Yeah, sorry.
Don't worry, I told him you wouldn't. Still, that's men for you, innit? They don't take a blind bit of notice of anyone else, do they?
Oh, isn't he gorgeous? Oh, you can see Frank in it.
Can you?
Yeah, it's definitely in the smile.
Hope he hasn't got his temperament. Don't think I could bear it.
Your dad had some good points, you know.
Yeah, just sometimes they disappear under all the other ones.
Listen, he'll come out on top. He usually did.
Hello, love.
Arthur, forgot what the time was.
Hello, love.
Hi.
And who have we got here then?
Jack.
Oh, this is Jack. Hello, sweetheart.
I'll go make some fresh tea.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, don't worry about us. We better be off. Pat will be wondering where we've got to.
Do you live with Auntie Pat now?
No, I'm just staying for a few days, darling.
Hey, what about a cutaway? Come on, big fella. Whoa, what a
Arthur,
big boy.
you be careful with that baby. Don't you go dropping him.
Paulie. I just wanted to say thanks.
Oh, don't be silly. I haven't done anything.
Yes, you have. More than you know. You and Arthur, you're so sane, so sorted. Made me realise, well, you can't hold things back, not in a family. You've just got to be straight with one another.
Hey, look at him. Look at the way he looks at you. If that's not Frank looking out of those eyes, great young fella.
I wish I'd seen your dad with Jax. Been a right laugh. He was always hopeless with kids.
He was pretty good, as a matter of fact. He was frightened to death at first, you know, picking him up and that. But once he'd done it, he was fine.
You're joking?
No, he rabbited on for hours. He never stopped talking.
That's Frank, all right.
It's a lot of old guff, mainly. You know, about when he was a kid. And all about Mo. And how he wishes she'd seen him. It was really sweet. It's the only time I ever really saw him smile.
I wish I knew what was happening, Diane. I wish I knew if he... Oh, never mind. I was always the last to know what Frank was up to. There's not much chance he's going to change now, is there?
Pat, there is something I've got to tell you. I've been trying to get it out. Or get out of it, more like, ever since I arrived.
Mum?
Go away, David. Leave us alone. Go on.
Dad couldn't come back, even if he wanted to. He set fire to the car lot. Him and Phil Mitchell.
Why didn't you tell me?
I don't know.
Why didn't you tell me straight away?
I don't know. I was in a muddle. I didn't want to hurt you.
So it wasn't Frank's idea not to tell me, I mean?
No. He didn't say. I guess he was leaving it up to me to decide.
But you could have told me, Diane. You know me well enough. I've taken so many knocks lately, I just don't feel them anymore. I'm like one of them wobbly little men, you know. You push them over, they jump back up again.
I wish I was more like that. One push, it's me done for.
You'll learn, love, don't worry. I think I knew, really, deep down.
Did you?
There wasn't any other explanation, was there? Nobody else would do anything so stupid, only Frank. Didn't know about Phil, though. I should have done. That time I went to see him, he just lied to me. I don't know why I didn't see that. Oh, well. Bang goes my anniversary this year. Janine will be disappointed, poor kid. Not that she expected him to come home any more than I did. I couldn't help hoping there might be a card or something, though. Still, that's your father all over, isn't it? Never rely on him for anything. I don't suppose he gave you anything, did he?
How do you mean?
I don't know. A card, a message, anything. Diane?
Yeah, he gave me something. He gave me a message. He told me to tell you that he was sorry.
Yes, I've got that bit.
And then he said to tell you, this is goodbye.
That's because I'm slightly blinded.
Will you turn that down? Your little nephew's trying to get some sleep.
Oh, sorry.
Just gonna sit round here all morning.
Oh, I've got nothing else to do.
Or can't you do something here?
Like what?
I don't know. There must be something you can do while Pat goes out cleaning half of London just to earn a few quid.
Well, Phil said he might have some work for me, but I don't want anything to do with him, do I?
We can't blame Phil for everything, you know.
Can't we?
No. Ricky, you've got to be the man of the house now.
I know that.
Well, start acting like it.
Look, Dad going off like that knocked me back and all, you know.
Dad would expect you to handle it.
You reckon? You won't. I mean, he never give me credit for anything.
It's not what he told me. He told me he had every faith in you. He said he can rely on you to do the right thing.
Did he?
Yeah, honest.
So, going back to France today?
Yeah.
Janine will miss you. She likes being an auntie.
How do you think Janine's coping with all this?
Up and down. She'll be all right.
You sure?
Come on, Diane. She's been shuttled around between here and Claire so much she's used to change.
Yeah. She's never had her dad leave her before, has she?
She'll be all right. I'll talk to her about it.
Good.
What's all this, a family powwow?
Yeah, we're just sorting a few things out.
Ah, don't you worry, Diane. We can go in with a clear conscience, love. Me and Ricky will hold things together, won't we, mate?
Yeah, we'll be all right.
So where are you off to now?
I'm just going to go and sort something out what I should have done before. Don't worry, I'm doing the right thing.
My brother can be a bit impetuous sometimes.
Must get it from his old man, eh?
Yeah, I suppose he does.
Tyler, where are the boys?
They're both out. David said he was going down the job centre.
Oh, he's a good lad.
Yeah, well, at least he's making an effort.
Well, so's Ricky. They've both been towers of strength for me.
You know I'm going back to France this afternoon.
Yes, of course, love, yeah.
You gonna be all right?
Yeah, of course. Got your brother and my David to look after me, haven't I?
Yeah, I suppose so.
We'll manage.
Pat, I'm really sorry about everything. I know Dad wouldn't have... What do you know?
What? Wanted to leave me up to my neck in debt and worry.
He does love you.
He's got a very funny way of showing it. You know what today is, don't you?
Your wedding anniversary.
Yeah. 5 years ago today, we were married. Remember it?
Yeah. Gran organising the do, all that secrecy. I'll never forget it.
Your dad and me were so happy. Sat up in that carriage like royalty we was. And then coming back to Mo's surprise street party. Do you remember the band, the singing? What happened, Diane? What went wrong?
Hello, stranger.
Mark!
Michelle said you were over. Why didn't you tell me? I wouldn't have gone away.
Wouldn't you?
Maybe. Admiring your work.
Yeah. Seems so long ago. Can hardly believe I did it. How are you?
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's really difficult for me this time of year. You know about Jill.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Don't be. Unlike most people, we had a 100% happy marriage from beginning to end. Just a shame it had to be so short.
I'm glad you had the time you did.
So am I. So, you're a mum now.
Yeah. Something else you wouldn't have dreamed of back then.
So where is the little one?
Pat's got him.
Must be hard for her with your dad going off like that.
You don't know the half of it.
So tell me. You know I'm a good listener.
Dad came to see me in France. Told me everything that had happened.
Which was?
Financial problems. Bad ones. Big debts. He got really desperate.
So he did a runner.
Yeah.
So where is he now?
Dunno. He just went. He said he was heading back towards England. Who knows? Promised to be in touch when he could.
That's good, isn't it?
No, not really. I saw his face. His eyes gave it all away. He came to say goodbye. I don't think I'll ever see him again.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, so am I.
So what are you going to do now?
I'll go home. I've only got a few days off work. I've done what Dad asked me to do.
You think Pat and Ricky will be all right?
They're still in shock at the moment, but they'll get over it. You know Pat. She's a survivor. And Ricky's a good kid at heart.
You know, your dad will be really proud of you.
Maybe. I only wish I could be more proud of my dad.
Oh, pint, please, Sharon. Actually, on second thought, it's better make that a half.
Yeah, when's the big day then?
July the 12th. Seemed a long way away once.
Well, that's weddings for you, isn't it? I always think they're like icebergs, you know. They lurk innocently in the distance, and then suddenly, Titanic time. Glug, glug, glug.
It's just a bit of voice of experience I'm hearing.
Yeah, you could say that. Been there, done it, got the T-shirt, worn the cap, you know. Still, got the debts as well.
Phil, all the world with you. What word would that be? About the car lot.
I'll step down here out of the way.
Well, you got something to hide?
Look, don't get the wrong idea, all right? I owed your dad a favour.
All this time he's been missing, you knew why. And you didn't even say anything.
And what could I say, eh? And if I had done it, wouldn't have brought him back, would it?
I just thought you could have said something, that's all.
Look, I'm sorry about what happened, Frank, but... Well, he got himself into this mess, not me.
Yeah, but you did help him along, didn't you?
Oh, what's going on here, eh? I mean, I had your sister giving me an earball the other day.
Well, couldn't have you said no, refused to do it, told him it was a balmy idea?
No. Like I said, I owed him one.
Yeah, I've lost my dad, Pat's lost everything. I hope you're proud of yourself.
Look, you think I wanted what happened to happen? Of course, I'm not proud of myself, but... Well, I'll tell you this much. If I hadn't have done it, then Frank would.
No, you're wrong. He would have found another way somehow, and he'd have been here now.
I want a word with you.
Right, see you later.
Yeah, all right.
What have I done now?
Well, that's what I want to know.
You what?
Well, what's all this hurry about Ricky having a go at you in the Vic?
You got X-ray vision or what?
The speed gossip moves round here. I don't need it.
That was nothing.
Phil.
He was knocked because I offered him some work, but it's all dried up, so I've got nothing for him to do.
And that's all it was?
Yeah. Now, can I have a cup of tea, or do I have to take a lie detector test first, eh?
Right, just take these out of the car.
You're thin enough.
Yeah, I better get going. My boss will be wondering where I've got to.
Well, thanks for coming. Now, darling.
Don't you worry about us, Diane. We'll be okay.
Good.
Well, ta-da then. Have a good trip, Di.
Yeah. I'll try. Keep out of trouble, eh?
Of course.
Look after Pat. No, better be going then.
Bring him back to see us again soon, eh?
Come on, Diane, the cab's here.
Listen, Pat.
Yes, love.
I was thinking, we should go out and have a drink tonight for your anniversary. Celebrate, like.
No, Ricky, I don't think so.
Why not? Just because what's happening now, don't make 5 years of marriage worthless.
It's not that simple, darling.
Why?
Ricky, your dad's left me. He's stranded me with a pile of debts now I can't afford. And worse than that, it's broken my heart. I've got nothing to celebrate, love. I've got no anniversary, no marriage, no husband. I've got nothing.